Today we're talking Toledo Bend Bass Pro Tour event, stop number 1, how it went. If you want to see all the highlights from an 8-pound 12-ouncer, you're going to want to tune into this. Very end of this video, I'm going to go over exactly what I was doing, baits I was using. You're going to see everything up close, so stay tuned all the way through.
In boat number 38, Gray Buck. Heading out in boat number 39, Dylan Hayes. And last but definitely not least, in boat number 40, give it up for Takahiro Omori.
Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines in, getting the period going. Baby. Yep. We'll call that one non-scoreable.
It's too bad there's 100 of them down there.
Hey. But it's a sign.
Yep. Catfish.
Yep.
I saw that one start swimming over, like, oh, that is a giant one.
Uh-huh.
Giant one with whiskers.
Oh, man. I caught a darn 35-pound catfish on a shaky head.
Oh.
I was like,
Don't have your hands full.
yeah. Now, I actually do in July and August go out and fish for catfish with artificial baits.
Oh, fun.
And it is a blast. Get out there, 10-pound test using Castmaster or whatever silver spoons like that, jigging spoons.
Yep.
And just wearing them out.
Be a bass. Oh, it's a good one.
Oh yeah. Which side are you going? My side? Gotcha.
Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Yeah!
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Look at that one!
Oh my goodness.
Oh man!
We'll take a picture of that and
Oh man, that might be the biggest bass I've ever caught.
we'll that might go on live well.
Oh my gosh. Catch a catfish 2 seconds before that, and then you catch a freaking, is it 10?
Not 10, but it's over 8. I just gotta wait for it to
Okay.
lock. 8 pounds, 12 ounces.
Oh man,
We'll get us a picture of that one.
look at that fish.
You're not releasing, so hold on. Let me get it. I said 8, 12. 8, 1, 2. Time clock 0943. Let go.
Are you just taking a picture? I'm gonna let him go then?
No.
Or we're putting them in the box?
We'll put it in the live well.
All right.
I'm sorry.
That's gonna turn the live well on.
Gotcha. 7, 6, 5, 15-minute break.
If you're only going to catch one in period one, that's the one you want right there. 8-12. Let's get this baby back in the water. Thank you, big girl.
Hasn't made it to the surface yet, but it don't have to.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead. Oh yeah.
Oh, there's another good one.
Yes, it is. That might use my other swab.
He's not 7. He's a good one though. That's probably a 5-pounder. Little brush pile fish. Maybe that's something.
5 pounds, 15 ounces.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes, sir. I want to get a picture of that one too, if you don't mind, please.
Sure. Look at that. On a brush pile. Threw my scented jerk shad over there, the 5-incher. Got her. Cool. Thank you, girl. Close.
Yep.
It's a pretty small one too, of the 3 on that brush pile. How that works. They're always right.
Of course.
Come on, 2-pounder.
He's gonna be just a second. It's got to lock in place. He's
Sweet.
2 pounds, 1 ounce.
Thank you.
Certainly.
Here we go. Number 3. Slowly catching fish. I don't think he was on there anymore. I didn't feel him. He was on there at first, and then I could feel him moving around in there.
Understood. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Line's out. In the period 2. At this point, you got 3 fish for 16 pounds, 12 ounces. Got you in 5th place. Or 15. 1-5. Excuse me.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
You said it, you can't take it back. Oh, jeez.
We should have thrown that 2-1 back. rattles. Like, going away as soon as this fills. 2 pounds 9 ounces.
Awesome, thank you. Thing's a little clunky.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines out. End of period 3. As it stands right now, you're in 20th position with 4 fish for 19 pounds 5 ounces.
All right. That's tiring.
I'm sorry?
So that's tiring knowing what's going on all day.
I'm sure it is.
I feel like that wears you out a lot more than when I just have to go weigh in 5, and if I had 4, it's like, it'll be all right.
Talk you into your John Henry placer.
All right, so now I'm going to talk a little bit to wrap up Toledo Bend, the Bass Pro Tour event. Going to go over rods, reels, line, basically everything that we needed to catch fish at this event. So as you saw, I was doing a lot of the active target, using my forward-facing sonar, kind of scouting around looking. And what the deal was is you were trying to find these creek channels that were out from the main spawning creeks. Get on those edges, if you can follow the timber lines, that sort of stuff. It really put you in the general vicinity of where these fish were wintering. And that seemed to really be key. Unfortunately for myself, I was around the big pre-spawn females that were out there that were, you saw, I caught an 812 the first day, a 515, and then the second day I caught a 413 and like a 4.2 or 3 or something like that. So I caught a lot of really big fish in this event. Unfortunately, I just wasn't around the numbers of them. I think the buck bass had started to push back in there a little bit more, and that was where I kind of got a little bit behind. But we're going to show pretty much the setup I was using. This is a favorite rod. It's a Hex. It's a medium heavy action. They don't currently have these ones in stock, but if you go on, they have a Rush. It's the same spinning rod. It's a medium heavy. It's a little bit stiffer. Really good all around rod for if you want to throw something a little bit bigger too. But this is the setup. I'm using the Soleus XCS. No, that's wrong. This is the spinning reel. It's a jackhammer, and it's a 2500. That Soleus XCS is the baitcaster. Little brain fart there. But using 10-pound Seaguar Smackdown lines. It's flash green because I really wanted to be able to see when I cast it out there. My line, I wanted to see if it started to hop or start swimming off on me or anything. And then I'm using 10-pound gold label line. So that's pretty much the combination of rod, reel, line that I was using. And then we're going to go on to the most important part here. And of course, that's the bait I was using. So, Z-Man, worked with them for years. They got some awesome products. Everybody knows the TRD, the jackhammer, all that. Well, now they've had this. And I guess the Bassmaster Classic was one on this bait. So it's not any sort of secret. But I have a bunch of them pre-rigged from the tournament. And these are the scented jerk shads. I actually have most of them smaller right now here, the pre-rigged ones. You can see this one is Smelt. This one's Gussie's Blue Glimmer. These were two of the colors I was using a lot. I was actually using it also in that bigger size. The 5-inch, which I didn't have any of them pre-rigged here. I had already been using them, but I started off with the smaller size in practice, and it really seemed like those fish would react better to the larger bait. I think it was because the water had a little bit of color to it, so they probably saw it a little bit better. For the fish that were in that top, say 15, maybe 20 foot of the water column, I was throwing a 1/4 ounce head. I switched up in between a couple different heads. This one's just a generic head there. You can see it's the ball head. It's got that 90-degree line tie. I use Angler Tungsten's Eclipse, which this one you have to do a little modifying to make it fit the Z-Man stuff, taking that spring off, otherwise it won't accept it. And I was using that Eclipse head a lot when I was throwing a 3/8 to get it down to those fish that were 15 to 40 feet deep. But the quarter, it really had that nice natural glide, put it in front of their face nicely. So that was the size I use most, but those Eclipse heads, there's a lot of standing timber out there, so I actually I had like 3 packs of those. I ended up breaking a bunch of them off. So it kind of had to switch up and use that more generic head, which it worked pretty well too. You just don't see it on your forward-facing sonar quite as well because it doesn't have that bright glow. If you want to try these Angler Tungsten heads or any of those tungsten heads they have, use the code BUCK20 on their website. It'll get you 20% off. So it saves you a good chunk of little money. Same thing with rods, GB20, get you 20% off all favorite rods, reels, anything they got on their website. But that's pretty much, I only caught 6 fish in the 2 days. So not like I lit the world up, but I caught them all in that scented jerk shad, except for one. I caught one keeper spot. It was out of that brush pile that I caught that 5.15 on day 1. I caught that on the jerk shad, and then I came back to it and actually threw a robo worm in there. Just drop shot, just dragging it real slow through there. And that was where I picked one other fish off. There was a couple of fish in this brush pile, and it was only probably 10 foot deep. It wasn't a real deep one, but they were in it. It was kind of cool. So that was pretty much the combination of everything I was using out there. It was a pretty simple tournament. Not the tournament I wanted to have. I ended up finishing 60th or 59th. I don't know how they exactly do that. But so I only got, I think it was 21.5 points out of the possible 80 for this. So not a great start for the Bass Pro Tour Angler of the Year and requalifying and all that. But it's only number 1. So I'm not too concerned yet. We gotta go to Santee Cooper next. I'm hoping these fish up shallow, I can go do my jackhammer trapping deal and just have a ball. That's what I really hope happens at this next one. Not that I don't like doing this guy. I love fishing with a spinning reel, but those guys are next level with that. So I think I'm pretty darn good with that jackhammer. So that's what I'm hoping I can go do. Fish the way I like to fish. Big bass. So I ended up catching the 4th biggest bass of this tournament. It was an 8-pound, 12-ouncer. I can even name off the others. Mark Daniels had an 8.15. Michael Neal had a 9.6, I think. And then Cliff Crochet caught a monster. He had a 11.2 on day 1, which is a freak. But that goes towards heavy hitters. So if you don't know what heavy hitters is, and I didn't really before this year myself, I knew it was something with big bass from each tournament, and that's exactly what it is. They take your biggest fish from each tournament. So stage 1, Toledo, I had an 8-pound, 12-ouncer. So then if I go to Santee Cooper for the next event, say I catch a 7, that'll be my biggest one. And then each tournament, so you'll take your 7 biggest fish from each of the stages. That's the one you're going to be using towards heavy hitters. So right now I'm in 4th. You got to be in the top 30 of that at the end of the season to qualify for it, which is a really cool event. I'm excited to give myself that opportunity. I really would like to fish that. It would be really neat to have the opportunity to go out there and catch. Basically, I think day 1, it's 25 grand for the biggest fish. Day 2, it's 30 or 50. And then day 3, it's 100 grand for the biggest fish. So not many opportunities to go catch one fish and make a ton of money with it. So that'd be a really neat sort of thing to qualify for. But got to move on. Had some fun. Got to get my feet wet. There's going to be a couple more videos coming out after this from a little lake I was fishing down there in Louisiana. You are not going to want to miss this. This place was unbelievable. I'd shot a video 2 of the 3 days that I was down there. Just kind of a little, like, I don't know if you want to call it a vlog or whatever of myself. I wasn't shooting as I was fishing, but as I'd catch them, I'd talk about it all. And to say there's 3 over 7.5 that you'll see. And I lost an even bigger one. So tune into that coming up soon. Have a great day. If you can subscribe, tell your friends, that's greatly appreciated. If you need any of those discount codes, look in the description. They'll all be down there. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.